What's up YouTube, Holy Peps here, going to be doing some League of Legends commentary gameplay. So first off, this video is called No Buffs for You for a very simple reason. As you can see here, it's Olaf versus Fiddlesticks in the jungle, and I actually ended up taking every single one of his buffs. He did not get a single buff the entire game, and that's sometimes kind of normal. Like, you could have that happen in like a 20-minute game where only 2 to 3 spawn rotations happen on the buffs, and you just got invaded every single time. But this wasn't a 20-minute game. It wasn't a 30-minute game. It wasn't even a 40-minute game. It was a 50-minute game, and he did not get a single buff the entire game. So I figured I would put this on YouTube because it's just funny, and it just shows you how dominating knowing your enemy's jungle timers are, because with this information you can just literally dominate their jungle to no end. But without further ado, let's get this rolling. Going to slow it down a little bit. So I was in Curse Voice with Fizz, and we weren't duo, we were just of course using Curse Voice, and Bot started asking for an invade on their blue buff, and I was like, you know, we are going against the Fiddlesticks, we might as well go for the invade. We almost catch Zed, but sadly, as you can see, the bubble happened, and I dropped a ward on their blue. So, what I did to steal their blue was actually pretty good. I used the axe, and then I smited it the second the axe hit, as you can see there, and actually stole Fiddlesticks blue. Now this is where it's kind of weird, because Fiddlesticks goes to my red, and I call it, I'm like, this guy's probably going to steal it, so I might as well clear my blue and go to his red and counter it. That way I'm ahead. Well, what happens is either he wasn't paying attention and didn't see that Fizz died, or he thought that Fizz was coming to gank, or he thought that Bot was going to support me on protecting my red buff. And he might have believed that, for some unknown reason, I was sitting in a bush, not clearing minion camps, because clearly I wasn't. Either way, I ended up clearing all 4 jungle camps, as you can see here, taking all 4 buffs, and he doesn't have any buffs. Now, the problem with this is, now that there's jungle timers, it's super easy to keep track of timers. You don't have to constantly look at your chat log. You don't have to remember the timers for anything. It's just, you're just looking like, oh, it's spawning in 2 seconds. This is where timers become such an amazing thing in this game, and it really hurts the enemy junglers. But if you guys ever have this happen to you, it's pretty simple. If they cleared your buff at 720 and you didn't get vision of it, or they cleared it at the very start of it and you didn't get vision of it, it's going to be spawned up at 721. So if this ever happens to you, just remember, if it got cleared right away, then 721 is the time you need to be there. And usually like 8:30ish is when your second buff will spawn if it was cleared right after the first buff. So yeah, let me just put this on ×8 and just enjoy the clearing. Guys, this is why no matter what happens, you focus the AD carry. Because as you can see there, they are extremely far behind, but Fizz does crazy shenanigans 24/7 and got killed tons of times. Because I don't understand why you would dive a team like that. I, as a tank, went in and completely destroyed Caitlyn. I don't know if you actually saw there, but Caitlyn had to run and use her E to get on the high ground, which I couldn't follow, of course, because I don't have flash. But yeah, you have to focus the AD carry. If you focus anything else, which if you saw for a split second there, Pantheon, instead of killing Caitlyn, which he could have one-shotted her extremely easily, let's see here, that's Pantheon's build. That's 1 or 2 hits, just auto attacks, and Caitlyn would have died. And if he threw a spear, that's like 75% of her HP right there. Not even joking. So focus the AD carries, guys, and you will win team fights. And even if you're really behind, like it's 49 versus 36, don't surrender, because you can easily make comebacks just as easily if they just screw up and don't focus the right carries. But let me continue the game. Well, yeah, I was just wanting to give my analysis on that team fight because it went terribly wrong. And poor Olaf is dead. But he died for his team. But yeah, this is pretty much the end. It might be shy like 20 seconds, but yeah, it was a 50-minute game. But I think it was hilarious. Ended up making the entire enemy jungle mine, and poor Fiddlesticks, man. Poor Fiddlesticks didn't get a single buff. Anyways, guys, make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.